Hello everyone, today I will explain with you about the previous exercise in which it is simple about probability model and axiom. It's easy but so that it's too much difficult with you, so now it is the solutions for them. The first one I will consider is easy is question 3 and 5 from the hottest latest news today, the nCoV virus in Korea. Okay, let's do this. First question 3. Here. Here I have for experiment for testing where a person is affected by COVID-19 disease, determine whether we have a legitimate sample space. Here keyword is just a legitimate sample space. So how to know it? From sample space is a list of possible outcome or omega, and it must be two more important: mutually exclusive and collectively exhaustive. He must not repeat. It means that each event will not meet or intersect with another event, and here is a cover on event in these outcomes. So let's come back and exercise. Here we have the outcome of space. It had just first from Korea and not affected. We can draw it by Venn diagram from Korea and not infected. And he had from Korea and not infected. It means that Korea and not infected. From Korea and infected, he Korea and infected, and he's concentrate here. It not infected is here. So it means that it has overlap between this event from Korea and not infected with this. So it's the overlap. So it means that it is false. It's not legitimate sample space because it violates the first rule, mutually exclusive. It must different, not overlap. Okay, let's consider question 5. It has the same meaning, but here first one from Korea and not affected, from Korea and infected, and not from Korea. Here is the first divide Korea and infected. Today a lot of Korea people has the virus, and here also Korea but not infected. We divide two events and not overlap. All of it from Korea, and here from remain is not Korea. So it means that three events is totally different, not overlap, and both events will cover on sky is the people on the world. People on the world just from Korea are not come from Korea, other country, other have a lot of country, and all in Korea it has two space. First is not infected, and second is infected, not one. So it cover on the case and it's not intersect. So it is true. This is legitimate sample space. Okay, how to pronounce this word? Let's consider legitimate. Oh, legitimate. Okay, I'm wrong here. We have legitimate sample space. Legitimate sample space, and this is true because it satisfies the two properties of sample space here. All of this, so it's a legitimate sample space. Okay, now from 1 to 1. First one is the sample space of model of two rows or die they have 6 faces, not more die 6 faces. You know, if now you can search on the internet, it's just a qubit, not put the drawing, has 6 faces. 6 face, each face has 6 value from 0 to 1 to 6, so it's 6 by 6 is 36 outcomes. Equally likely if it is the same property fair dies. 5 property of the flow event. Following events. Answer real number 3 days. First one, the value of the first row. It has 2 rows. Is strictly larger than the value of the second row. So how to solve this kind of exercise? Let's come back. From this kind of exercise, first you must specify the sample space and specify a property loss and identify an event of interest. Let's come back here. First step is specify sample space here, two times of rows. Nice. So we can say the first is first time. The vertical line is second. So each of them has a 6 value. 1, 2, 3, 6. Divide by a half. Okay, now go back again. We draw it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have sample space. First step. Sorry. Okay, not good, but it's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. First step is the specify sample space. Sample space is 36 outcome, 6 faces. Okay, it's equally likely, so is this have property of 1 but 36 for property this one event. So probably the value of first row is strictly larger than the value in the second. So here the first row strictly larger, it means that not equal. So let's consider the horizontal. So we can see that on the value between these horizontal lines, so first value always strictly larger. So just remove the equal. Remove the equal. Remove equal. remove equal. So we count how many cells here is one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we have 15 cells. In that, the value in first row is lesser, right? Because, for example, can consider this cell. The first is 3, but the second maximum just 2. So 3 only 2. Also here, we said the first is 4, but there is 1, 2, 3. So only lesser. Let's count again, and I'm not sure I count correctly. 1, 2. Okay, is this? But we had 36 file. We had this 36 cells. We had 6 cells on the diagonal line. So remain the 30 and divide by 2 is 15. Okay, we have we have only 15 cells. Just certify the first row is strictly lesser than the value in the second row. So here it is 15 times, because it's equally likely, so it's times 1 per 36 equal 3, 3, 5, 3, 12, 2. B. The sum of value obtained in the two rows are even number. Here we have some strategies here. The sum of value obtained in two rows, the even. Sum of two values, just one is odd. In Vietnamese it means số lẻ or số chẵn. Even is số chẵn. Odd or even, just 2k happen. So it means that it's 1/2 for the odd and 1/2 for the even. So here is the answer here is just 1/2, a half of even. Now let's consider question 2. Because some row space that's a rectangular regions from 0 to 1 to 0 to 4. The set of all pair x and y is satisfied that x equal Alex 0 and 1, y is 0 and 4. Consider uniform probability loss, which is the legitimate property loss. It means the same property. So here we on second step is what is the probability loss. So just some property just is non-negative, less than 1. So here we draw the sample space from 0 to 1, and here 0 to 1, 4. The probability of an event is a quarter of the area of the event. So it means here area here is 1 by multiply 4 because it's a rectangle, so the first multiply with second equal 4. It is the area of the event, so because probability must less than 0 and less than 1 and greater than 0, so it must divide by 4. So a water is the correct answer. All of them is wrong answer. Okay. 3 we have 4. This question from the slide. Here we have sample space set of positive integer, and suppose that property is 1 for n. Find the property of the set. That's 5 10. That is the property that multiply. So property equal property of 5 plus property of 10, so on so far. It's equal 1 4 5 plus 1 4 4 10 plus, so this is equal, we can just rewrite it 1 4 5 plus 1 4 5 equal 2 plus 1 4 power 5 power 3, etc. equal 1 4 over 5, and here is the 1 plus 1 4 2 plus so you can watch again my lecture to know how to calculate this value. 4 5 which result is and 6 same with previous. We draw by 1 and 1 2 3. For the answer of question 4, let's come back in previous lecture, and we had this theory from the geometry series. In this case, alpha is less than 1. So here for example is alpha equal 1 2 power 3 or 1 per 8. So you can apply this formula. Okay, for question 6. Same with we draw its sample space. For one, first product A and 1, 2, 3. Second product B. This is the reason property law is uniform and the event is 1/3 of the area of the event. So find the probability of the following event. First, two costs A and B has the same value. A and B has same value. It means that it's on slide here. See diagonal line. On this A and B has same value because it's a line, so the property is the area. So it is 0. The value A on the first chord is less than or equal to the value of B. It means that this is reason the lower. This is a triangle, so the area of triangle is first S multiplied with second S, 1, 2, and divide and a half. Oh, sorry. I see 1, 1 and divide in half. It is the area of this region, but the property law is just 1/3 of area, so we divide it 1/3, so it is equal 1/6. From calculus, you can calculate area this by integrate from 0 to 1 of x d dx. And multiply 1/3 y x dx because this line has the equation y for the vertical equal x. You see the value of a power 3 is less than or equal to the value of b. It means that the line here is y for b equal x if we horizontal 3 equal less than or equal, it means the upper, so here for line, so it's a this equal 1/3 for property law. The area is the integral from 0 to 1 lower. Equation is x power 3 dx. You remember it from class how to calculate equal 1/3. Actually is a 1/3 x square from 0 to 1. So it's a 1/9. Right. So this answer for C. Okay, something wrong here in question 6. Draw again. 1 1 2 3. The previous one A correct, B I result in the case that not less than is a greater than, less than is the upper is same, so here is the 1/3 1 minus 1/3 multiply 1 and 2. Sorry, same here is the 1 minus 1 3 x power 3 dx. Brief ones are just consider the upper but the lowest, but actually the right space the upper, so we just minus 1 subtract. Okay, now the question 7. Okay, let's question 7. Let A and B event and same sample space with property A and symmetric B and 3. Can these two events to be disjoint? The choice is not related together, so the choice of property A, B, and the sample space. So because property of A plus property of B equal 9. 9 is less than 1, so it satisfies condition, so the correct answer is true. A. Some interesting question. A man had a day at given time and each will arrive at the meeting place with a delay between 0 and 1 hours. Will one pair of delay being equally likely? The first to arrive will wait for 10 minutes and will leave if the other had not arrived. What is the probability that they will meet? Okay, first we must specify the space, sample space. Here is the hour and equally likely, so we can specify by the 1 hour and 1 hour. Here for name, here for no. This exercise for the next is women days. Okay, the property reason equally likely, so we can consider its reason. The first arrive will wait for 10 minutes. 10 minutes is just 1 minute and 60. 1 hour has 60 minutes, so it is 1/6. Here it's just 1/6, and same here is 1/6. They will leave if has not arrived, so in this is they live. So what property they miss? It means that is 1/6. So if they miss the 5/6, and if 5/6, if Bob some miss in this region. It means that less than 1 per 6 hour or 10 minutes, less than 10 minutes, they will miss. Or equally this rectangle. If so, what's the property of this rectangle is the answer for this question. So it's the 1 per 6 multiplied 1 per 6 equal 1 per 36. The property is that they make. Okay, something wrong here. Let's consider again with problem A. Again, sample space bigger 1 per 6 and 1 per 6. The event here, the interesting event is wait for 10 minutes. Daily with other not arrive. It means that, for example, x, y, it may absolute value of x minus y equal the 10 minutes equal 1 per 6 hour. So this reason is includes this on of in this reason. Here is a 5.6 and 5.6. So how calculate this reason? Is easily from how is it 1 is area of the square minus 2 area for this first one is the 5.6 because it's a rectangle. It has 5 per 6 equal 1 minus is a this is the answer. Okay, the last question. In the afternoon, Nam stays at home and goes to the kitchen based on how hungry he will feel. If he full, he will sit at the chair. If he hungry, he will either sit or go to the kitchen. He had two options. If he go to the kitchen, he will eat either bread or cheese. Two options. In this tree diagram, identify the leaf that correspond to the event that Nam is hungry and sits at the chair. First, he is hungry, so it's not one into this. And hungry, if he go to kitchen, he had two, but now he's sick at the chair, so it's second. The first is star here, Nam, he hungry and not hungry. Hungry is sick or go to chicken. and now he exists, so it exists. If so, the answer is 2. Okay, let's consider more exercise to practice. First, exercise from the Venn diagram. As you know, Venn diagram is why we present the set. And here we have 3 sets A and B and C. It has the Venn diagram like this. And we have 7 events, event 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and present by 0. So consider what the event will appropriate with. First, at least 2 of event A, B, and C occur. It means that at least 2, it means that 1 event or 2 events. In this case, we have to consider 1 event A, B, A, at least 2 of the events occur. A, at least 2 events occur. It means that event A with B or A with C or A, B with C, intersect with C. At least 2 examples occur. So in this diagram, it is 5, 4, when 3 events, 6, B and C. Here and 2 or event 6. Okay, next. Almost 2 of event A and B occur. Each slightly different. At least it means that at 2 or 3, but almost 2 of 3, it means that it has maybe 1 or 2. So from the almost event, we can consider its inverse problem. It means that all of 3 events occur if A, B, and C. So now almost is 1 and 2 is a complement. It says it's opposite side. So from event 2, it can show on the Venn diagram. It's the A and B and C. 4. So almost 2 events, it means that we remove this, so all of this remain, but except 4 is present for this event. Okay, let's consider one more. None of is when A and B and C occur. It means that not also A and B and C is outside, so it's the A complement B complement and C complement. So it's the event 5. Okay, next, all of 3 when A, B, C occur is the everyone is 4, so the 11 1. It's certainly one of event A, B, and C occurs. It means that just only one. So if A, then not B and C. And if B, so A, not A, B, and not C. Same for the last case. So here is this from the Venn diagram is a 1, so you see A, B, and C is 1, 3, and 7. Even A and B occur but C not occur, it means that A and B and not C complement A and B not C 1, 2, 3. And last, either B occur or if not C will also do not occur. B occur or B not occur and C also not occur. This event for and from the diagram B, first we have on of B and B and not with C. Here is 1, 2, 3, 4. Not C here. We now consider A. So exception for reason 7 and 5. Okay, the step 2 probability calculations. It have 4 main steps. First, you must specify sample space. Second, specify a probability loss, and that identify the event of interest, and that calculate from the formula. Here for picture for easy. Sample space very important. Large and calculate. For example, find the value of property A and B and C here for its following case. In here we have sample space, we have property loss. Now we just calculate. First, A and B are disjoint event and property A just so how calculate? First, from this we consider the Morgan loss is equal to B intersects with C. Why? Because the Morgan loss complement of union it become intersection of complement by complement it becomes normal. So because A and B are disjoint, so this property equal 0. So B and B and C is this property equal B A plus B intersects with C, so it's C equal BA, right? It's two ball profile. 2. The event A and C are disjoint, not possible BA and B and C. So we know this equal BA 1/2 plus 1/4, and last one this. So how calculate? From this we can consider a problem of opposite sides is a property of A intersects with B complement union with C complement complement. Opposite side means that we said complements, and this property is equal 1 minus. From this we can apply the rule of De Morgan, because complement of union become intersect. 1 remove the same B property. A union become intersection of complement. Here complement it becomes the same, so it's a B complement union C complement. Remove this complement, so this property, so it's equal 1 minus 0.7. Easy. You can buy on the formula, and more of the rule is the De Morgan rule, and you can see problem from opposite sides. It means that's complement. Okay, let's see another example. You flip a fair coin. Is it fair? So fair, it means that probability of obtaining a head or tail just 1/5 or 1/2 3 for each time, and you do it 3 times. Assume that on sequences of coin flip tweezers of length 3 are equally, so determines the probability of each of following event. First, we sum is is equally likely, so it's just the uniform probability. So we just count how many space here. It 3 times. Each time has 2 values, head or tail, so it totally has A the omega sample space. So for each event in this sample space is a uniform distribution, so it's just 1 for sample space A. Same for the event is also 1 per A, just one value. A sequence with 2 head and 1 tail, we can 2 head, tail, first head, tail, head, second tail, head, So we have 3 events and sample space A, so it's 3 per A. The last one, any sequence with number of heads A greater than or equal tail, we can number head all of 3 head. So it's all of these 2 heads. The first is 3 heads, 2 heads and 1 tail, so it is 4 1 A. You 1.5. So we have sample space, we have the loss, and now we just specify the event of interest. The key here is sample space size is A, and key here is the equally likely or uniform distribution. Okay, next example. Mary and Tom park their cars in empty space locked with n less greater than 2 consecutive parking space in row and column where only one car can fit each space. Mary and Tom pick parking spaces at random. They can choose any place, but of course they must choose a different space. It means that they cannot same space. All space of distinct space are equally likely. It means that uniform probability. What's the probability that they almost one empty space? At most, remember at most, keyword here, one empty space between them. First, we must specify the sample space. Sample space consider and so is we can sample space by this n by n by n. This sample space, it is a one dot in this sample space. The position of his Mary, the vertical line is Mary and horizontal is Tom, but he one constraint, they must choose a different space, so it must remove from the diagonal lines. So it means that the sample space is n square minus n bonds. First one by n square, and the law of probability laws, as we know, it is uniform. So what is the probability that they almost one space between of them? Most of one empty space. It means that they have sequence together. It means that Tom is 0 1, so Mary must be 1 2 or 3, just 2 position. Now we consider is the x y, so we have x minus y must less than or equal to. For example, if Tom position is x is 1, so a y must 2 or 3. If x is 3, y must 1 2 or 4 5. So how simplify this line? We can eat two equations. x minus y equal to y minus x equal to. So where is this line? Is a first in this line and this. So we have 4 lines to present this space, and condition is that x different with y. Here first line, 2 line, second. So how many space here? It's n minus 1 for this line and plus n minus 2 for the upper line and 2 times of this. So it equal equal to multiply with 2n minus 1. So the property is number of the event minus divide to total space is a n square minus n. Okay, let's explain a little bit about symbol smiley here. Here x, y, n equal to, so n first different space, so with this vertical must exclusive, and x minus y absolutely value much less than equal to, so it is 2 line here, first line, second line, and also in the upper first, second. So sample space is mixed between 4 lines. From this the n point in this line is the n minus 1, 2, 2 minus 2, and from the n minus 4, the minus 2 minus 4 to n minus 6, 2n minus 4 to minus 6. I'm sorry, the break was correct. This line is just minus 1 and this line is minus 2. So minus minus 1 minus 2, because translate from one step from the diagonal, it's just minus 1. This is 2n minus 3 for this. Okay, next, Alice and Bob choose at random a real number between 0 and 1. We assume that the pair of number is chosen according to the uniform probability chosen. Loss, we have the loss on the unit square, so that the probability of an event is equal to its area. We have probability loss. We have space real number between 0 and 1. Following event, the magnitude of difference for any two real number x and y is the value of x minus y absolutely of the two number is greater than 1 but thus b at least one of the number is greater than 1 for sum of two number is 1 and at least number is greater than 1 for. Okay, we draw space here. Real number between 0 and 1. Here is the x is Alice and y is for Bob. The event on this red square one by one. A property A, x y greater than 1.13. Square of this is integral from 0 to 1. How to calculate? First we change it to x minus 1 x okay, x minus 1 is greater than 1/3 or x minus 1 I minus 1 greater than 1/3 1/3 here 1/3 1/3. At first we know the reason, so how calculate the area of this region? We can have it between this line and this line. So we can, the area of her square is 1 minus area of 2 of triangle 2 5 1 1 2 2s it is 2/3 2/3 equal property of B. Be at least one of the number is greater than 1/4. So is 1/1/4. At least it means that this reason about a number is greater than 1/4. So outside of precision is satisfied for the condition we consider from opposites. So B is the property of square minus property of small square is the 1/4. Okay. A and B. A and B is mean we can write again 1/4 is the 1/3. 1/3. So reasons. So the intersection just property of A minus property is a property of B minus property of A, because property cover on K. Okay, property of C, sum of two numbers is 1. So sum of two number 1 is a x plus 1 y equal 1. It is a line. So the property of the line is a 0 because the area of line is 0. The Alice number x greater than 1/4 is a x greater than 1/4. So it's the 1/4. Oh, sorry, 1/4. 1/4 quarter. So the property is this reason. So how to calculate the area of this equation? It's very easy. Okay, let's some proof. Given two events A and B with property A is third quarter, property B 1/3. What is the smallest possible value of B intersect property A and B set A? The target. It means that we need to identify A and B. The easy one is 0 and 1, but actually it's not good for because how we know that property of A intersects B is equal property of A plus property of B and subtract property of A union with B from Venn diagram A, B. This reason just arm property and subtract the union, because we know that this property must less than 1, so this property equal greater than b a plus b minus 1, so it's greater than 1.4 plus 3 minus 1 greater than 1.0. From value of b, we just what is biggest value beyond of them. So it's the b here, so it's a. Property of a. Why? Because the intercept will become the target is the reason just one of b, a or b. So a equal 1.12 and b equal 3/4. Okay, that's all for exercise and some of suggestion for solution. Now, if you have any question, please don't hesitate to ask me by Google Meeting, and please finish the exercise for this quiz on the LMS site. Thank you very much.